Hecklers think they're funny. They never are. And sometimes they pick the wrong comedian. When it happens, it's memorable. These 9 times are the rarest of those sometimes. If you're new to our channel, that's normal. So are we. Just hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and a comment. Those will help us bring you a second improved video. Now, let's dive in. In the middle of one of his live specials, Bill Burr was deep into his "why can't you hit women" bit, a razor-sharp routine he'd done 100 times. But this time, a woman decided to throw some logic to counter his argument.
You can only ask questions about what the guy did. You can never ask about the woman. Why is that? Why is that? What is that? What does answer him right mean? What does that mean? Are you the idiot who got up halfway through the special?
Poor girl thought she was making a point. Burr made it look like she was volunteering for a public execution.
What's wrong with you? You had to ignore all of that, and now you're gonna like yell out? And not only that, yell something that makes no sense whatsoever? Answer him! Answer him! Every special I do, there's always one! Always right down the middle. Talking about hitting women, sweetheart!
At that point, the crowd already knew where this was headed. Burr wasn't gonna let her walk away untouched.
And I think you just added another reason.
Bill Burr didn't let the woman dare speak another word after that, like she was dead. But Matt Rife did the complete opposite. Matt was mid-routine when a woman from the back decided she wanted the spotlight.
Shut up. That's exactly why I'm not talking to nobody in the back. I'm thirsty.
Since she got the first attention and enjoyed it, she didn't want to shut up. So Matt decided to make her known to the world in classic Matt Rife way.
What's your name? What is it? Yeah, I'm out. Everybody knows a bitch named Rachel, dude. Everybody's out. That's one of the most red flag names. Are you in school still? From where?
And that's all he needed. As if her own name wasn't enough, she spilled out the college name as well. The audience was pumped up and loving it already. Matt knew exactly how to take it to the next level.
Oh my God. It's easier to beat cancer than what you got. Oh my God. ASU, absolutely. Your pussy tastes like jungle juice.
Halfway through a sold-out show, Joe Rogan spots a heckler yelling random things from the crowd. Apparently, he looked needy and desperate for attention, so Rogan made sure he gets all the attention the right way.
Here, tell me what you just said.
The heckler mutters something about Rogan paying attention to someone else.
Why are you yelling out like that? Did no one hug you when you were little?
The audience laughs, but Rogan doesn't. He's dissecting the man's childhood like it's an open case file.
This is up the show. You understand that, right? Why do you feel like it's a good idea to just yell shit out? Because you have a limited mind, right? Is that what it is? Do you wish that things had gone better and you got the attention that you feel you deserve, but it didn't work out that way, so you just cry out everywhere?
Rogan just turned a random interruption into a live therapy session, and he wasn't letting the heckler off the couch until the truth hurt.
You've been skating by in your life, ruining shit, without anybody beating the out of you. So here you are, and you are heckling.
Back in the 80s, Joan Rivers was doing a bit about how annoying children are. She mentioned Helen Keller, the deaf-blind author and activist.
The only child that I think I would have liked ever was Helen Keller, because she didn't talk.
Just in the middle of it, a man in the front row decided he'd had enough, and he tried to confront Joan from the audience.
Yes, it is. And if you don't, then leave.
But he wasn't ready to leave that easy. He wanted a full show from Joan Rivers, and she gave him exactly that.
I happen to have a deaf mother. Oh, you stupid ass. Let me tell you what comedy is about.
You could feel the temperature shift. She wasn't defending a joke anymore. It was now about the honor of comedy itself, and she was defending it.
And just in case you can hear me in the hallway, I lived for 9 years with a man with one leg. Okay, you and we're going to talk about what it's like to have a man with one leg who lost it in World War II and then went back to get it, because that's littering.
He wanted a debate. What he got was a masterclass, the kind that leaves no room to argue.
You are so stupid. Comedy is to make everybody laugh at everything and deal with things, you idiot.
Well, that's a bit emotional and motivational. By now, you know Matt Rife is simply one of the most dangerous comedians for hecklers. He built his reputation on it, and many hecklers have ended up on the wrong side of confrontations with him. Somehow, this doesn't seem to discourage more people from trying their luck at his shows. We couldn't resist giving you a double dose of his work, and frankly, this one is even more biting than our first segment on him. The conversation started with a woman saying, "Virgo men are the worst." There was no way Matt would let it slide.
All right, let's talk to somebody who spent Valentine's Day alone. Let's see. You know what's funny about this? Before I even defend myself, I don't even care. I don't even believe in this shit, but I can't let it slide.
It looked as if the statement itself had offended Matt, but he did not lose his wits. On Matt's response, the woman replied,
Virgo men and Aquarius men.
Matt could not let her go easily. He asked the lady a simple question, but it was not as simple as it looked.
You're Aquarius? Oh, I thought you were annoying. I'm sorry. I thought you were... I'm so sorry. I thought, that's my bad. Why do you think Virgo men are the worst, though?
The girl replied with a bold statement, but Matt's response had the audience in fits of laughter.
You don't with them? Look, I would you. I haven't washed my hands since petting a dog. I don't want to do that to you.
And just when you think the crowd can't possibly get any weirder, the next segment shows it can. Nikki Glazer proves you don't have to be interrupted to destroy someone. Technically, this wasn't a heckler moment, but in a roast, everyone's a potential target.
Come on, Nikki.
Thank you, 15 cents.
Well, here you can call Kevin Hart a heckler. Nikki treated him like any other loud audience member.
You really gotta hand it to Kevin Hart, because he can't reach.
And when you call Nikki Glazer, even on a stage full of comedy legends and athletes, she'll somehow still manage to make the loudest noise.
No one works harder than this man. Do you know that every morning Kevin wakes up at 4 a.m. to make a shitty movie? Now, I love your movies, or as I call them, short films.
In a room full of A-listers, she dominated, roasting every big name without blinking.
Sorry, Kevin, I don't mean to belittle you, but you be little, man. Like.
And she didn't stop there. After roasting Schulz, she circled back to Kevin's height joke again.
Andrew Schulz, you carny-faced bitch. I hate your comedy more than Kevin hates high fives. I really...
Well, in front of Nikki, Andrew Schulz wasn't in the driver's seat and couldn't roast her back. But here, he had the mic in his hand and didn't waste a second shutting this woman up. Andrew Schulz was mid-set, tossing clever jabs, when a woman in the front decided she was above it all, literally shouting that the joke wasn't exciting enough for how smart she is.
What's that, sweetheart? You're not smart. I don't think you're smart. I don't think you're smart. If you were smart, you would know that's what's funny about the joke. That's the exact thing that's funny about the joke. But I think your math brain isn't creative enough to understand humor. No, I'm being serious. No. I don't think your brain is made for humor. Like, and you're probably really good at other things, but your brain, I don't think is made for it.
She wouldn't give up, still trying to argue back, trying to prove she was smart. The worst move she could make against Schulz.
I'll give you a chance for the rest of the show to try to laugh, but if you find yourself not laughing, just know I'm not smart enough. That's what you have to remind. Your brain doesn't work for it. I'm sure you're really good at engineering. No, you're really good at engineering, ruining other people's nights. Being selfish. You got all those down, but humor's not for you.
Every word stripped another layer of her confidence and smartness. And when she tried to argue her way out by saying she'd go to hell, Schulz just sent her there.
No, you shouldn't go to hell. Why would you go to hell? That's for funny people. You're not gonna ruin our time in hell too? How dare you?
Greg Giraldo was mid-rant about hotel tech support giving him a Wi-Fi code.
Like, yeah, what's the internet access code? He goes, okay, you got a pen to write it down? He goes, it's A as in apple, B as in boy, Y as in jello.
That's exactly when a man in the audience interrupted with something no human could prepare for.
Don't go what? Don't go to Utah? Don't go to Utah for jello. I gotta say, I do have a few rules that I live by, and that's not one of them yet, but it's, I'm gonna definitely add that to my notebook of helpful hints. Don't go to Utah for jello. Why is that? Yeah, maybe I haven't read the paper lately. Is there some sort of crazy Utah Jello crisis? I gotta get the here, but you picked an interesting time to pique my curiosity.
The crowd's already howling, but Giraldo keeps digging, milking every ounce of absurdity from the moment.
You just ruined my whole summer vacation plans. Here I had rented the trailer, got myself a special spoon, nice bib. I was all set to make the trip down there.
It's what made Giraldo special, taking a random brain-dead comment and turning it into a masterpiece of sarcastic logic.
I'm gonna give you a little piece of advice, just so it's not so one-sided. Don't go to Ohio for motor oil.
There's this term psychoanalyze, and it fits Patrice O'Neal perfectly when dealing with hecklers. He was never the kind of comedian you interrupted unless you wanted your entire personality dissected on stage. And unfortunately, this woman just did that. And she paid the price just within seconds.
That's what I knew she was gonna say. That's the face she has. And that's what you deal with. Just look at her face. It's just like a stroke victim. This is women. You have movies in your head that only star you, directed by you. Everybody else is laughing and she goes, you have to make me laugh. The fact that laughter's contagious should help you dead on the inside. That's you.
Looking at her face, it's obvious she regretted that line of hers big time, and probably will never decide to dare speak to a man standing on that stage.
That's not my job to pull your misery from inside your gut. I don't know what happened to you. I can't make the things you're still dealing with from when you were 6.
That was the last time anyone saw her at a comedy show. Liked that? Good, because this was just the start. Subscribe right now and let the next round of chaos land straight in your feed.